What up, issue? Tim is here. Now, here's my review for this new film that I just saw, simply titled "Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul," which I admit is that is a terrible title. I'm sorry. I mean, the movie itself is actually not as bad though, but "Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul" is one of those films that the film is actually good, but the title is terrible. But after seeing the movie, I guess I could kind of see why it's called "Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul" and stuff. Now, this movie does, of course, star Sterling K. Brown, who I don't really watch too much of This Is Us, but I have seen him pop up in some episodes, and of course, I've seen him in People vs. OJ a few years ago. This dude has great talent, and I think he was really good in this part. And of course, you got Regina Hall, who listened before. I've been a fan of her ever since Scary Movie. Come on. And of course, since then she's been like, Girls Trip. She was just in Me Time just recently. I mean, who does not love Regina Hall? She's always got us. Anyway, now this film is actually produced by Jordan Peele as well as Daniel Kaluuya, which is really nice to see Jordan Peele really producing something that is not horror centric. That's really cool. And it's directed by newcomers named who are the Abo sisters, and I thought they did a really good job at directing this. Now, here's what the film is about. It's pretty much like a satirical comedy that stars Virginia Hall as Trinity Childs, the proud first lady of the Southern Baptist megachurch, who, together with her husband, Pastor Lee Curtis Childs, played by Sterling Brown, who once served as a congregation in the tens of thousands. But of course, the scandals are forcing their church to temporarily close, leading Lee Curtis, who must reopen their church and rebuild their congregation to make the biggest comeback the religious I've ever seen. Which, I'm just gonna say this up front. I'm not much of a religious guy at all. But this movie is actually really intriguing. I mean, I think the chemistry between Sterling K. Brown and Amber Jane Hart is terrific. They really had perfect chemistry in this. You also had some other cool cast members popping up as well, like Austin Crew. Yeah, that he played his part really well. He was just in that movie Day, which I was a little disappointed by. Uh, you also have Nicole Barreri, which nice week for her because she's also literally in Breaking and in the same time frame. So man, she came a long way from Sleepy Hollow. Now you also have now here Nicole Barreri plays like this younger person who opens another church with her husband, played by Con Comp Competence. I'm just gonna call him Discount LeBron James because he looks a lot like LeBron. But anywho, this is a really I mean. To be honest, I kind of feel like they wanted LeBron for that role, but they were like, "Okay, you're a little busy. We'll get someone who at least looks like you." Anywho, well, actually, he kind of looks like that dude from P Valley, really. But anyway, that aside, this is really decent. I mean, it definitely does have lots types of preaching moments. I would admit, which the audience score on this thing has a 25%, and it's getting cluttered on IMDb by people I guarantee you haven't even seen this movie. You know how people are. I mean, they'll just like if it's something that's like too preachy and stuff, they'll just just review bomb it. Okay, like we've just seen that Lord of the Rings, She-Hulk. I mean, can't please everyone. But anywho, yeah, this does have some religious preachy stuff. I would admit, but it does have some interesting heart to it. And the performances by Brown and Hall are both terrific. I mean, they just play each other's parts really well. The humor is really decent. I mean, the whole thing is really like a documentary style film. It works perfectly. I mean, this is not like gonna be my favorite movie of the year, nothing like that. But I had a fun time with it. It's really funny. Gets pretty raunchy at times. Performances by Brown and Hart terrific. I mean, if you haven't seen the film, even if you're not much of a religious guy, I think you'll still appreciate this film because it definitely has some really fun humor to it too. Like it's not all preachy, all right, but yeah, it definitely has some really interesting moments to it. Great performances. So I highly recommend check this film out. But yeah, it's probably not gonna please everyone to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, now the film is in both theaters and on Peacock the same day. So if you don't want to see it in theaters, just stream on Peacock. But I saw this thing on Cinema Day because hey, you can't go wrong with $3 at the movies, right? Anyway, let me let you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Hunk for Jesus Save Your Soul? If so, what's your story? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you even a fan of Bo Brown and horror? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Timmy signing out.